Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashanti. If this is your first time here, if it's not your first time here, welcome back. And as y'all can tell by the title, today's video we're going to be talking about some feminine hygiene tips. So if that's something y'all want to hear or need to hear, then just keep on watching. Growing up, like being a teenage girl or a young like adolescent, preteen, just being a girl period, like a lot of the things that we have to deal with is like awkward to talk about. I don't know why, but like it's just like you feel uncomfortable talking about certain things with certain people. So I know that was definitely me. Like I did not ask no questions about anything, not about sex, not about feminine hygiene, just like about anything at all. So a lot of stuff I actually had to like learn on my own or from like the internet or actually doing research. A lot of stuff about the female body I did not learn until like I took health class in junior high, but I don't think that's how it should be. Like a lot of young girls should be comfortable and they should know like what's going on with their body, what their body does, the reason why it's doing it, and all that jazz. So that's mainly why I'm making this video. So let's go ahead and get into the tips that I have for y'all today. So the first tip that I have is like so cliche because like you hear it in body care, self-care, health care, skincare videos, and it's always to drink water. But it's very like important because your body needs it. If you're dehydrated, then so is your cooch, and dry cooch can lead to like infections, UTIs, yeast infections. So if your body is hydrated, then so is everything else. So just make sure you're drinking your water. Try to stay away from soda. I've never really been a soda girl, but like now that I'm pregnant, sometimes I have like cravings just to have like that carbonation. So a good alternative that I turn to is sparkling water. So if you are one of those girls who like has to have soda, just try to replace it with sparkling water. It does not have like as many of the health risks as soda does. Like I don't know if y'all know like what Coca-Cola can do to like, it can literally erode rust off of a battery. So imagine what it does to the inside of your body. I know like one of the main things that I saw or remembered from like doing my research is that a lot of soda intake can lead to like infertility issues in women. So just try to stay away from soda if you can. Tip number 2 is you are what you eat. And that's probably something else that sounds cliche, but I mean that's really true because just think about it. Everything that you intake and put in your body, it has to come out in one way or another. As women, we have 2, maybe 3 exits that the stuff can take out of our body. It's either gonna be your mouth, your butt, or your cooch. So I mean, take that how you want to, but if you have a poor diet, you eating a lot of sugary processed foods, then it's definitely going to show. Like other people might not be able to tell, but you can tell. Like as a woman, as a female, you know when your body is off. You know like when you have a foul odor, that more than likely is something you put into your body. So just try to like keep up with the healthier diet if you can, just like because having a poor diet, it does lead to like harboring like growth in yeast and bacteria. And also like I know a lot of doctors will try to tell you that like you need a lot of dairy in your diet for your bone health and calcium, but dairy is not really good for your vaginal health either because a lot of like these cows and animals and stuff that they be getting this stuff from, they have a lot of hormones in them. So like if you're putting outside hormones into your body, it's going to disrupt the hormones that are already in your body. So if you could stay away from dairy, I know that's helped me a lot with more than just my vaginal health. So I do my best to stay away from dairy. So that's another thing within the you are what you eat room. Okay, tip number 3 that I have is to take a daily vitamin or probiotic. And this is pretty self-explanatory. It kind of goes back to the you are what you eat type of thing. I specifically say a probiotic because I know for me, probiotics help to make sure that I get the bad stuff out of my body and keep like what I need. And also depending on what kind of probiotics you take, they can help you be like more regular so you're not harboring anything in your gut, which could also lead to like other health issues down the road. But for the female region specifically, I do have a probiotic that I take specifically for that. So this is the probiotic that I take on a daily basis. It is pregnancy safe. It's one of the very few like female probiotics that I've seen that are pregnancy safe. So that's why I take that one. I probably will continue to take it like long after I'm like no longer pregnant, but that's just the one that I take. And then I do like to take daily vitamins that I currently cannot take because I'm pregnant, but you kind of know like what your body needs. So I'm not gonna sit here and like try to recommend vitamins, because you should know like what your body needs, what you're lacking, where you're deficient in. So that's kind of where like your daily vitamins should be making up for. Tip number 4 that I have is do not hold your pee. Besides it being like very discomforting and making you uncomfortable, I know like when I hold my pee it makes my stomach hurt, but holding your pee can like harbor bacteria right there in your urinary tract, and that can lead to like UTIs, which we don't want to have. So I would say don't hold your pee. If you gotta go. If you are somewhere public and you know that you're gonna have to go before you leave the house. I mean, it's pretty simple. You know when you need to go. You're an adult, or maybe you're a young teen watching this, but you know when you have to go. So don't hold it. Don't try to like push it off. Just go, because it could lead to problems down the road. The next tip that I have is to make sure that you pee and wash yourself up after intercourse, just so that you are like flushing out any bacteria that may be down there, and you're not like harboring anything that could lead to any UTIs or yeast infections down the road. It's just like, it's kind of like a one-way road. You want to try to like keep everything flowing, keep everything out of there. While we're on the subject of intercourse, y'all, do not be letting people stick their nasty, dirty fingers up in your cooch. I know y'all be seeing the dirt that be up under people's fingernails. Like, come on. I'm gonna just leave it right there. Tip number 6 that I have is do not use sugar scrubs. Okay, so let me tell y'all why. Sugars do have bacteria that are good for certain parts of your body and bad for the other parts. Your cooch is not a part that sugar is like beneficial for, because she already, like your homegirl already got her own good bacteria going on down there. So if you go down there with a sugar scrub that has other bacteria that are not meant for their area, you just gonna disrupt what your homegirl got going on. I also do have alternatives for y'all, because I know like it's summertime. People want to have a hot girl summer. They want to go swimming. They don't want to be out here with that cooch looking rough. So I do understand the struggle. The first one is this salt scrub, and like I said, it doesn't have all those extra bacteria that sugars do, and it is salt based, so it is more safer to use down there. And again, when you're like scrubbing, you're not actually going in, you're going like on the outside, just like the surface, because this would need to be smooth and look smooth. So I will have this link down below. I believe I got this from Target, and I haven't used that much of it because I only use this for that one specific area, and it smells good. It smells like eucalyptus and spearmint. So that's one alternative. And the second alternative is an exfoliating glove, because you can literally use this with any soap that you would already be using down there in that region anyways, and you can just use it to go around and kind of like just buffing it out, because basically that's what you're doing. But I know like we want to make sure everything's smooth, everything looking good. We don't want no dark marks, no razor bumps. These are actually good for like preventing ingrown hairs also. So I would definitely pick up some exfoliating gloves if you can. I believe I got these from Kroger. You can literally get these anywhere like Kroger, Target, CVS, Walgreens. So if I could find these specific ones that I currently have, I'll make sure they're linked down below. The next tip that I have is to make sure that you're using a separate razor and washcloth on your cooch than you do for the rest of your body. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, if you have one washcloth, you're using it like for your armpits, for your legs, for your butt. You don't want to be going in your cooch with it. And also I like to use 2 separate washcloths, because I do like for the washcloth that I use for my body to be like a little more rough, so it kind of exfoliates a little bit. But for my cooch, I use a baby washcloth. And I just like these because like they're softer, so they're a lot more gentle on the area. That is a gentle area, so you need to be gentle with it. Or like a microfiber towel does the same thing, because baby washcloths are literally just small microfiber towels. Same thing for using a razor. You shaving everywhere else, you don't want to put that razor in your most sensitive area, because razors do harbor a lot of bacteria. But I also wanted to show y'all a razor that's made specifically for your girls. So The razor that I use is the Venus, I believe it's called pubic hair razor. I'm not 100% sure the name on it, but it'll be linked down below in the description box. But this is what the body to the razor looks like. It's just white and like silver. And then I have the replacement heads that go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the head on the body so you can see like how different it looks from a regular razor. That's what the razor looks like. It is a lot more smoother and it is like more gentle on the area, but you still get that close shave. But because it's made specifically for that area, like it's a little bit more beneficial with the aftermath. These razors are made specifically for their area, so they are more sensitive and gentle to the area. So like I said, they'll be linked down below. The next tip that I have is to be consistent with whatever products you're using. And that's because for me specifically, if I'm using something and my homegirls start to get used to it, and then I go off and I just like switch up on her one day with something that I've never used before, she gonna be screaming like, girl, what is you doing? Like, pump the brakes. If the soap is like geared towards the area, I still go in with the sensitive formula just because I want to be as safe as possible. But the soap that I currently use is by the Honey Pot, and it's the sensitive foaming wash. And it just looks like this. I get this from Target. It is black owned, so that's a plus. And what does it say? It just says shake, pump 3 times, and wash. Make sure your hands are clean, of course. And it says made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas. So it's made by women for women, and it's by black women. So I do like to use this. It does get like a pretty good foam. It doesn't have any fragrance or anything. I haven't had the issue recently like with the last few bottles that I've used, but sometimes like when you get close to the bottom of the bottle, the pump head will like start to go out. So what I would suggest is if you happen to use this and like you get a bottle that has a good pump head, I would just hold on to it in case the next bottle you get doesn't, because it is like kind of hit or miss. And I do have one good one that I just switch out whenever I need to. But yeah, this is what I use. I would highly recommend it. Like I said, I use the sensitive formula just to be extra safe, so there's no reason for, you know, my girl to be down to cutting up. But yeah, make sure you're being consistent with whatever it is that you do choose to use. I'm not here to tell you what to use. You know what works for your body. If you use Dove, Baby Dove, Vagisil, Summer's Eve, whatever you're using, I'm not here to judge that or to try to tell you what you should or should not be using. But whatever you are using, make sure you're staying consistent with it. The next tip that I have is to make sure that you're drying off completely after you get out of the shower before you put on clothes. So if you just like hopping out the shower and you like in a rush and you hurry up and throw some clothes on, that moisture that is getting trapped down there is just like stomping grounds for a yeast infection. Just make sure that you are completely dry before you get dressed. Even if you air dry, that's fine, but it's just a matter of having that excess moisture trapped in your clothes. That's not good for your girl. Okay, y'all, and the last tip that I have for y'all is to let your coochie breathe. One of my friends used to tell me, oh no, like I don't sleep in underwear because like I need to let my girl breathe. I was like, what? But then of course, like I had to go do my research on my own because like I said, growing up, I never asked no questions. And yes, it is beneficial to let your girl breathe. Like you're moving around a lot at night when you're asleep. And if you have on underwear, like, first of all, make sure you're wearing cotton underwear. But if you are like wearing underwear at night, you move around a lot in your sleep, you like, say you move your legs around a lot, that's like grounds for irritation with like the friction between like the fabric and like the skin on your outer parts. So that's one thing. And then if you are moving around like without them, then it's just like skin to skin contact, which there's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, you just want to make sure that, why do I keep playing with my hair? Because I feel awkward even talking about this, even though it's to help somebody else, but whatever. So you just want to make sure you letting your girl breathe as much as possible. You don't have to do it every night because I don't sleep without underwear every night, maybe like 3 to 4 nights a week. And then like I just do my best to make sure I'm not wearing like super tight clothes. I don't wear lace underwear at all. I only wear cotton. I know the most comfortable underwear for me to sleep in myself are like cotton boy shorts. I do like the ones by Pink because I don't know if it's because like they have that thicker band around the waist, but like they don't move, they don't go nowhere. There's kind of like a theme here, like literally all these things just go hand in hand. Like you just trying to take care of your girl, make sure she right, keep her up to par. If you want her to be a little bougie, then upgrade your products. Make sure you taking what you need to take, doing what you need to do, eating what you need to eat. And this is not even just like for the benefits of like sexual health or oral sex or whatever like people think that feminine health is about. It's really not. It has nothing to do with if you're sexually active at all. You should want to take care of your girl for yourself, for your sanity, and just for your overall health, because when you do, life is just way smoother, way easier. So just try to take some of these tips into consideration. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for continuing to tune into your girl videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.